Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm about to reveal something powerful, something that if you take it to heart will change the way you look at your life. But this secret, this truth, is not for everyone. It's for those who know they're destined for something greater. It's for the chosen ones. Now you might be wondering, what is this secret? What makes me part of this exclusive group? Let me tell you something. The chosen ones are the ones who rise above the noise, who push through the pain, and who refuse to settle for mediocrity. You, right now, are standing at the threshold of greatness. You know it deep down inside, even if your mind tries to doubt it. Here's the secret. You are your own greatest power. Let that sink in. The world tries to tell you that success is something you chase, that greatness is something you're lucky enough to stumble upon. But let me tell you something, they're wrong. Success is already inside of you. It's been inside of you all along. You have the power to shape your destiny, to create the life you want, to achieve things others would never dare to dream. But there's a catch. And this is where the secret comes into play. The moment you realize this truth, the moment you tap into your potential, the world will start to test you. People will start to doubt you, and they'll try to drag you back down. Why? Because they don't understand your vision. They don't understand the power you're unlocking. But that's where you must be careful. You must protect your secret. You must protect the fire inside of you. When you start living in alignment with your purpose, when you start pushing forward with relentless determination, you will attract both the doubters and the haters. They'll try to tell you you're crazy, that you're dreaming too big, that you're not good enough. And in those moments, you must stay silent. You see, silence is your strength. Not every idea needs to be shared. Not every vision needs to be explained. Not every step of the journey needs to be revealed. Your path is yours and yours alone. The world doesn't need to know every detail of your dream before it's fully realized. They don't need to understand. All they need to see is the end result. The person you become when you're unstoppable. Understand this. The chosen ones are not the ones who talk the most, but the ones who do the most. The ones who keep their vision to themselves until it's undeniable. The ones who quietly, methodically, and relentlessly chase their dreams day in and day out until they've built something unbreakable. This secret isn't just about success. It's about strength. It's about resilience. It's about having the courage to stand firm in your truth and refuse to let anyone or anything distract you from your purpose. The chosen ones understand this. They don't need applause or recognition. They don't need validation. They know that their mission is greater than any noise the world can throw their way. So the next time someone questions your dream, the next time the doubt creeps in, remember this secret. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. The world doesn't need to understand your journey, and you don't need to explain it. What you need to do is keep moving forward, keep pushing through the obstacles, keep believing even when no one else does. You are your own greatest power. This simple yet profound statement holds the key to unlocking the fullest version of yourself. Too often we look outward for validation, for strength, for purpose. We seek external sources to fill us up, to push us forward. But what if the truth is that everything you need to achieve greatness is already within you? You have the power to change your circumstances, to overcome obstacles, to rise above the challenges that life throws at you. And that power doesn't come from anyone else. It's not dependent on the opinions of others, the resources you have, or the environment around you. It's within you. When you truly understand this, when you internalize it, you realize that your success is not dictated by your surroundings, your upbringing, or even your current situation. Your power is determined by how you choose to respond to life. The world can try to knock you down, but your ability to stand back up and keep moving forward comes from within. No matter where you are right now, or how far you think you are from your goals, you have the ability to change your trajectory. You are the author of your story. This power is not something that can be handed to you, nor can it be taken away by others. It's not something you acquire over time. It's something you awaken inside of you. People might try to convince you that you need certain things to succeed. Connections, money, a certain status. But none of those things matter if you don't recognize your own power. When you realize that you are your own greatest power, you stop relying on external factors to determine your worth or your success. You start to create your reality from the inside out. One of the biggest reasons people fail to tap into their own powers because they're conditioned to believe that success is something external. From an early age, we're taught to look outside of ourselves for approval and validation. We seek external rewards, praise from teachers, promotions at work, likes on social media, hoping these things will fill us up. But these things are fleeting. External validation can't sustain you in the long run. When you base your self-worth on what others think, you are giving away your power. Recognizing your own greatness means that you are no longer dependent on other people's opinions to feel good about yourself. You stop waiting for permission to pursue your dreams, to take risks, to make bold decisions. You realize that you have everything you need within you to succeed. All you need to do is harness that power and take action. The truth is, no one can tell you your worth. You define it. And once you realize that, you become unstoppable. But this power doesn't just come from motivation or positive thinking. It's about developing an unwavering belief in your ability to overcome whatever comes your way. It's about building resilience and taking responsibility for your life. Too many people sit back and wait for things to happen to them. They wait for the right opportunity, for the perfect timing, for the stars to align. But true power comes from within, and it requires action, courage, and faith. It's about moving forward even when the path is unclear, trusting that your power will guide you through the obstacles. When you understand that your power lies within, you also understand that no situation can define you. Life doesn't happen to you, it happens for you. Every challenge, every setback, every failure is an opportunity for growth. Your power is in how you respond to adversity. The people who thrive, who achieve extraordinary things, are not the ones who never face adversity. They are the ones who refuse to let adversity stop them. They use it as fuel to keep moving forward. But that doesn't mean it's always easy. Embracing your inner power requires discipline, focus, and a deep commitment to your vision. It means taking full ownership of your life, even when things get tough. It means facing your fears head on and not allowing them to control you. Every time you push through fear, you unlock more of your potential. Every time you take action despite uncertainty, you build momentum. And when you believe that you are your own greatest power, you realize that you can face anything and come out stronger on the other side. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who never fall, but the ones who keep getting back up. And it's your inner power that enables you to do that. You have the strength, the resilience, and the determination to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you. The world will try to throw obstacles in your way. It will try to make you feel small, to make you question your abilities, but you don't have to buy into it. You are bigger than any challenge. You have the power to create the life you want. But here's the thing, it's not enough to just believe in your power. You have to act on it. Belief without action is useless. You can think all day long that you're capable of greatness, but until you take that first step, nothing changes. Your inner power is activated when you make the decision to take action. And that action doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a giant leap. The smallest step forward is a step closer to your goals. And as you take action, you will encounter challenges. That's inevitable. But remember, those challenges are not signs of weakness. They are signs that you are on the right path. Every obstacle is an opportunity to grow, to become more of who you're meant to be. Every failure is a lesson in resilience, and every setback is a chance to get stronger. The power you have within you is a power to persist, to keep moving, to never give up. The more you tap into this power, the more you will realize that you are capable of achieving anything. You are your own greatest power because you have the ability to transform your life. You have the ability to create your own reality. And once you recognize that, you will no longer be a victim of your circumstances. You will no longer be swayed by the opinions of others or held back by fear. You will become the architect of your own future, and nothing will be able to stand in your way. Your greatest power lies in your ability to create, to act, and to never give up. So stop waiting for external factors to determine your worth. You are enough just as you are, and everything you need to succeed is already inside of you. Silence is your strength. Protect your vision. In a world that is constantly filled with noise, distractions, and outside opinions, the ability to embrace silence and focus inward is one of the most powerful things you can do for yourself. The world is full of people who will tell you what to do, what to believe, and how to live. But in the midst of all this noise, there is a quiet, steady voice inside of you, your true self, your vision, your purpose. It is in the silence that you reconnect with this inner voice, the voice that knows the path you must walk. But here's the truth, not everyone around you will understand your journey. The world loves to give unsolicited advice, to judge, and to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. People will try to shape you into their idea of success based on their limited understanding of what it takes to make it. But what if your vision is something entirely different from what they can comprehend? What if your calling is something unique, something that can't be fully understood or articulated by anyone else? That's why silence becomes your strength. It allows you to block out the noise and focus on what truly matters, the path that only you can walk. The power of silence is in its ability to create space for clarity. In silence, you can hear your own thoughts, and more importantly, you can hear the subtle nudges of inspiration that guide you. Life can become overwhelming when you're constantly seeking the approval or opinions of others. There's always someone trying to tell you what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, but none of that matters if you're not clear on your own vision. When you are clear about your purpose, the opinions of others lose their power over you. Silence helps you find that clarity and stand firm in your own vision. People who are constantly seeking approval from others never reach their full potential. They become trapped in the cycle of trying to please everyone, which ultimately keeps them from doing what they were meant to do. When you learn to embrace silence, you stop seeking validation. You stop needing others to confirm that your dreams are worthy. Instead, you begin to trust yourself. You know that the work you are doing is valuable, even if no one else sees it yet. In silence, you are free to explore your ideas, to nurture your creativity, and to refine your vision without fear of judgment. You are free to evolve without the pressure to conform to anyone else's expectations. One of the most powerful things you can do is keep your vision close to your chest, especially when it's in its early stages. When you share your ideas too soon, you open yourself up to criticism, doubts, and negativity. People who don't understand your dream might try to tell you that it's unrealistic, that it's too big, or that it's not practical. And if you're not careful, those words can plant seeds of doubt in your mind. But when you protect your vision, when you allow it to grow in the safety of your silence, you give it the space it needs to develop and mature into something powerful. In time, others will see the results of your work, but they don't need to know every detail along the way. Another aspect of protecting your vision is setting boundaries. It's important to surround yourself with people who support your goals, people who believe in your potential, but it's just as important to distance yourself from those who drag you down. Not everyone in your life will be able to handle the magnitude of your vision. Some people will be afraid of what you're becoming because it forces them to confront their own limitations. Don't let their fear become yours. Protect your energy, protect your vision, and don't let anyone dim your light. Silence also teaches you patience. In today's world, everyone wants instant results. People are constantly chasing after quick fixes, immediate gratification, and overnight success. But lasting success is never achieved overnight. It takes time, consistency, and hard work. The beauty of silence is that it allows you to cultivate patience. When you're not caught up in the noise and distractions of the world, you can focus on the long-term picture. You can understand that the journey to greatness is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience allows you to stay committed to your vision, even when things seem difficult, even when the results aren't immediate. You trust the process and know that every step you take brings you closer to your goal. The act of protecting your vision in silence also helps you maintain focus. It's so easy to get sidetracked by other people's agendas. We live in a world where everyone is trying to sell us something, trying to convince us that their way is the best way. But when you protect your vision, you eliminate distractions. You learn to say no to things that don't align with your purpose. You learn to focus on what matters most: your own growth, your own success, and your own journey. Silence gives you the space to hone in on your priorities, to put your energy into what truly moves you forward. One of the most important things about silence is its ability to create a sense of peace. In the quiet, you can tap into a sense of inner calm, a feeling that everything is unfolding as it should. Life can often feel chaotic, and it's easy to become overwhelmed by all the things you think you have to do. But silence allows you to reconnect with your true self, to remember why you started in the first place, and to find peace in the knowing that you are on the right path. In the stillness, you realize that you don't need to rush, you are exactly where you need to be, and everything will come together in due time. When you protect your vision in silence, you also cultivate a deeper level of trust. Trust in yourself, trust in your abilities, and trust in the process. Trust that even when things aren't going according to plan, you are still moving in the right direction. Trust that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, to become more resilient. Trust that no matter what, your vision will manifest. Silence creates the space for this trust to grow. It allows you to tune out the noise of self-doubt and external criticism and to hear the quiet whispers of certainty within. It's easy to become distracted by the opinions and judgments of others, but when you embrace silence, you take back control. You stop letting other people define your success. You stop allowing external factors to determine how you feel about yourself. In silence, you learn to trust your own intuition, to rely on your own inner wisdom. You protect your vision by guarding it against negativity, by not allowing others to distort or limit it. Silence gives you the strength to follow your own path, no matter how unconventional it may seem. When you protect your vision, you are protecting your future. You are allowing it to unfold in the way it was meant to, and that in itself is the greatest strength you can have. The chosen ones don't need validation from others. In a world where social media influencers, reality stars, and everyone else seem to be obsessed with getting likes, comments, and external approval, the true chosen ones understand that their worth is not determined by what others think of them. The most powerful people in this world are the ones who can stand tall in their own truth, regardless of the opinions, judgments, or expectations of others. They don't need applause or recognition to know that they are on the right path. Their inner belief in their mission and purpose is what drives them, not the praise of the crowd. When you realize that you don't need validation from others, you break free from the chains of external approval. You stop measuring your success based on how many people agree with your choices, and you start measuring it based on your own satisfaction with what you're doing. Validation from others is fleeting. The people who cheer for you today may not even remember your name tomorrow. So why should you build your life around their approval? The truth is you shouldn't. Your worth, your value, and your success are intrinsic. They come from within. No external validation can ever give you what you already possess. The chosen ones understand that true success comes from the inside out. Doesn't matter how many followers you have, how many people know your name, or how many awards you've won. What truly matters is whether you're at peace with yourself, whether you're living in alignment with your values, and whether you're moving toward your purpose every single day. Those who seek validation from others are constantly seeking something outside of themselves to fill a void that only they can fill. The chosen ones, however, understand that the only validation they need is from themselves. They recognize that they are the ones who define their success. This understanding is liberating. When you stop seeking approval, you free yourself from the pressure of conformity. You stop worrying about whether your choices are popular or whether they'll make you fit in. You no longer have to live up to anyone else's expectations, and that is incredibly empowering. You can create your own path without fear of judgment. The power to create the life you want lies in your hands, not in the hands of those who are watching from the sidelines. In fact, the more you stand firm in your purpose, the more you will attract those who genuinely resonate with your vision. The chosen ones are not concerned with gaining the approval of everyone around them. They are more focused on creating something authentic, something real, and something that reflects their true self. They know that in order to build something extraordinary, they must remain true to who they are, even if it means standing alone for a while. When you stop seeking validation, you stop wasting time trying to please people who don't matter. You start attracting people who truly understand and appreciate your value. This doesn't mean that the chosen ones don't value relationships or the opinions of those they trust. It simply means that they know their worth isn't tied to others' approval. They are secure in their own skin and they don't rely on the opinions of others to feel validated. This sense of self-assurance comes from knowing that you are enough, just as you are. You are worthy of success, of happiness, and of all the good things life has to offer, regardless of what others say. Seeking external validation often leads to an endless cycle of disappointment and frustration. When you base your self-worth on the opinions of others, you give them control over your happiness. If they praise you, you feel good. If they criticize you, you feel bad. This kind of roller coaster is exhausting and unproductive. The chosen ones don't play this game. They refuse to let anyone else's opinions define who they are or what they are capable of. Instead of chasing after applause or seeking approval, they focus on doing the work, staying true to their vision, and trusting that the right people will recognize their worth in time. The power of not needing validation lies in the freedom it gives you. When you don't rely on the approval of others, you are free to make bold decisions without fear of judgment. You are free to take risks and follow your instincts, knowing that your worth isn't tied to the outcome. You can try new things, fail, and try again without worrying about what others will think. This freedom allows you to innovate, to create, and to grow in ways that others simply cannot. When you are not concerned with validation, you tap into your creative potential because you're not afraid of making mistakes or stepping outside the box. In a society that constantly measures success by external markers, likes, followers, accolades, learning to stand firm in your own belief in yourself is revolutionary. The chosen ones have mastered this art. They know that their journey isn't about proving themselves to others. It's about proving to themselves that they are capable of creating their own success. This inner drive is what propels them forward. They aren't chasing after fame or approval. They are chasing after their own purpose, and everything else will follow as a byproduct of their dedication to that purpose. The chosen ones also understand that seeking validation from others can be a trap. It's easy to fall into the habit of measuring your success by how others see you, especially in a world that constantly celebrates the public eye. But this kind of validation is shallow. It's based on surface level appearances and doesn't reflect the true depth of who you are or what you bring to the world. When you stop seeking this kind of validation, you begin to recognize that true success is not about being seen by everyone. It's about doing the work even when no one is watching. It's about knowing that what you are doing matters, even if it's not being celebrated at the moment. People who seek validation often live in fear of rejection. They fear that if others don't approve of their choices, they won't be accepted or loved. This fear can paralyze them, preventing them from taking bold actions or stepping into their full potential. But the chosen ones don't fear rejection because they know that their worth doesn't depend on being accepted by everyone. They understand that rejection is a part of life and is often a sign that they are on the right path. When you stop seeking validation, you stop letting fear control you. You begin to make decisions from a place of confidence and clarity, knowing that you are worthy regardless of anyone's approval. The chosen ones are also able to stay focused on their goals without being distracted by the opinions of others. In a world where everyone seems to have something to say, it can be difficult to stay focused on your own path. People will try to offer their advice, tell you what you should be doing, or convince you that you're going in the wrong direction. But when you are not dependent on their approval, you can ignore the noise and stay laser focused on your mission. This focus allows you to make progress more quickly, to cut through distractions, and to stay aligned with your purpose. True confidence comes from within. It doesn't come from how many people praise you or how many followers you have. It comes from knowing that you are capable of achieving your goals, regardless of what others think or say. The chosen ones understand this. They don't need anyone else's validation to know that they are on the right path. Their strength lies in their ability to trust themselves, to believe in their vision, and to stay focused on the work that will take them where they need to go. They are the ones who make things happen, not because they are seeking approval, but because they know they are meant to achieve greatness. Success is built quietly, not talked about loudly. In a world where instant gratification, flashy displays of wealth, and social media accolades dominate the conversation, true success often gets overshadowed by the noise. We live in an era where the louder you speak, the more attention you get. But what most people fail to understand is that the most significant achievements are often achieved in silence. It's the work done behind closed doors, the effort put in when no one is watching, and the relentless drive that moves you forward, regardless of recognition, that creates real, lasting success. Success that is built quietly doesn't seek attention or approval. It's not about sharing every small victory or making sure everyone knows about the hard work you're putting in. The true power lies in the quiet consistency of your efforts. It's about showing up day after day, putting in the time, and doing the work that needs to be done, even when no one acknowledges it. In the age of constant updates and self-promotion, it can be tempting to shout about every success, but the people who truly change the world are the ones who build their success brick by brick, with determination, focus, and discipline. They don't seek validation or praise. They don't need the world to know what they're doing in order to keep moving forward. The loudness of success is often a byproduct of insecurity. People who need to constantly talk about their accomplishments, to show off their achievements, are often trying to prove something. They may be seeking validation or recognition from others because deep down they don't fully believe in the value of their work or their efforts. But true success comes from a place of internal confidence. It comes from knowing that what you're doing is valuable, even if no one else sees it yet. You don't need to boast or make noise about your progress because you understand that success is not about the applause. It's about the impact. Real success is often invisible. It's the long hours you spend working in silence, the times you've failed and gotten back up again, the sacrifices you've made that no one will ever know about. While others are looking for the next trend or the next big thing to share with the world, the ones who build true success are quietly perfecting their craft. They understand that greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of focused, dedicated work. It takes time to build something of real substance. And during that time, the world may not notice, but that doesn't matter because the ones who are truly committed to success are working on something much bigger than the fleeting attention of the crowd. The quiet pursuit of success is a process that requires patience. It's about focusing on your long-term vision even when the results are not immediately evident. Too many people today are obsessed with the idea of instant success. They want things to happen fast, and when they don't, they give up or move on to something else. But success that is built quietly is about understanding that the journey is just as important as the destination. Every step you take is a step forward, even if it feels like no one is paying attention. The key is to stay consistent and committed, knowing that every bit of effort you put in will eventually pay off. When you're building success in silence, you don't need to look for immediate recognition. You know that the work you're doing will speak for itself in time. In many ways, silence allows you to protect your energy. When you're not focused on telling others about your plans or achievements, you can keep your energy directed toward your work. You're not distracted by other people's opinions or the pressure to constantly update your status. You're free to focus on what really matters, putting in the work. This quiet approach to success also helps you avoid unnecessary drama and noise. There are always people who want to distract you, who want to pull you off course with their criticisms or their advice. But when you stay quiet, you protect your vision. You remain focused on your goals and are less likely to be swayed by outside influences. Building success quietly also teaches you humility. People who constantly talk about their achievements often seek validation from others, but when you are quietly building your success, you learn to value your own progress without needing external validation. The work itself becomes its own reward. You take pride in the effort, not in the applause. You understand that true value lies in the impact you're making, not in the recognition you receive. Humility is an essential ingredient in success because it keeps you grounded. It reminds you that no matter how far you've come, there is always more to learn, always room for improvement. There's also a level of mastery that comes with building success quietly. When you're not focused on sharing your progress with the world, you have the space to improve your skills and deepen your knowledge. Mastery is not achieved through talking about it. It's achieved through consistent, deliberate practice. The quiet pursuit of success allows you to hone your craft, develop your expertise, and refine your abilities. The more time you spend working on your craft without seeking validation, the better you become at it. Success comes from the skill you develop, and the skill comes from the work that no one sees. Another benefit of building success quietly is that it allows you to stay true to your vision. The more you talk about your plans or share your ideas with others, the more you expose yourself to potential criticism, doubt, and distraction. People may not always understand your vision or your process, and their opinions can cloud your judgment. But when you keep your plans to yourself, you can pursue them with a clear mind and unwavering focus. You can refine your vision without being influenced by others' expectations or limitations. The quiet pursuit of success allows you to stay authentic to yourself and your purpose without worrying about fitting into someone else's idea of success. The pressure to make noise about your success can lead to burnout. When you're constantly trying to prove yourself or gain recognition, you can lose sight of why you started in the first place. The pursuit of external validation is exhausting. It requires constant attention, constant updating, and constant comparison. But when you're focused on building success quietly, you eliminate that pressure. You are no longer seeking the approval of others. You can work at your own pace, in your own way, without feeling the weight of expectation. This leads to greater fulfillment because you're working for yourself, not for the applause. Success that is built quietly is sustainable. It's not about quick wins or short-term gains. It's about long-term growth, steady progress, and the ability to maintain your focus and commitment over time. When you focus on quiet success, you're in it for the long haul. You're willing to do what it takes to achieve your goals, even if it means years of hard work with little external recognition. The loud, attention-seeking success may seem glamorous in the moment, but it often burns out quickly. The quiet success is the kind that lasts, the kind that grows, and the kind that makes a real impact. At the end of the day, success is about the impact you create, not the noise you make. It's about the difference you make in the world, the lives you touch, and the legacy you leave behind. And all of this is built quietly in the spaces where no one is watching, in the hours when no one is applauding. The real work is done in silence, and that's where true success is born. The chosen ones understand that their purpose is far greater than themselves. They are not just living for personal gain or individual success. They are working towards something that extends beyond their own lives. This deep understanding gives them the strength to endure hardships, the resilience to overcome obstacles, and the vision to stay focused on the long-term goal. So today, if you're listening to this podcast long, their sense of purpose is not a fleeting motivation, but a constant force that propels them forward even when the path is unclear or the journey is difficult. Purpose is the driving force that separates the chosen ones from those who are merely existing. People who lack purpose often drift through life, reacting to circumstances rather than creating change. They may find temporary happiness or success, but it's fleeting because it's not anchored to something greater than themselves. The chosen ones, on the other hand, have a deep sense of knowing that they are here for a reason, and this belief gives their life meaning and direction. No matter what challenges they face, they are willing to endure because they understand that their journey serves a larger purpose. The obstacles they encounter are seen as opportunities to grow, as stepping stones that bring them closer to fulfilling their mission. When you have a purpose, you no longer need to search for meaning in the external world. The world may be filled with distractions, temptations, and competing voices, but none of these can shake your sense of purpose. The chosen ones know that their mission is personal and sacred. It is something they have been called to do, something that resonates with their soul. This deep connection to their purpose gives them the courage to make bold decisions and to take risks that others might shy away from. They are not afraid to go against the grain because they know that their purpose will ultimately lead them to the right place, even if the journey is not what they expected. Purpose also provides clarity. When you are driven by a greater mission, it becomes easier to make decisions because you know what aligns with your goals and what doesn't. The chosen ones don't get distracted by every opportunity or every voice that tells them what they should be doing. They are laser focused on their mission and know exactly where they are headed. This clarity allows them to move forward with confidence even when the road ahead is uncertain. While others may be swayed by uncertainty or fear, the chosen ones continue moving forward, trusting that their purpose will guide them in the right direction. This unwavering focus on purpose also gives the chosen ones the strength to persevere when things get tough. The road to success is rarely easy. There are moments of doubt, setbacks, failures, and even periods of feeling lost or disconnected. But because the chosen ones are anchored in their purpose, they never lose sight of the bigger picture. They know that their challenges are part of the process and that they are being tested to see if they are truly committed to their mission. When others would give up or lose hope, the chosen ones push through because they are motivated by something bigger than themselves. Their purpose is their fuel, and it keeps them going when everything else tries to pull them down. Purpose also gives the chosen ones a sense of fulfillment that those who are driven by external goals or fleeting desires can't experience. While chasing material wealth, fame, or approval can bring temporary satisfaction, it is never enough. These external markers of success are empty because they don't satisfy the deeper inner longing that comes from fulfilling a greater purpose. The chosen ones are not after external rewards. They are after the fulfillment that comes from knowing they are doing what they were put on this earth to do. This sense of fulfillment is what makes their journey meaningful, regardless of how much recognition or external validation they receive. When you have a deep sense of purpose, you also develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion for others. The chosen ones understand that their purpose is not just about their own success, but about making a positive impact in the world. They are driven by the desire to serve others, to uplift those who are struggling, and to contribute to something greater than themselves. This connection to others is what makes their work so powerful. It's not just about what they can achieve, but about how their actions can help those around them. The chosen ones understand that their success is tied to the success of others, and this understanding drives them to do everything they can to help others achieve their own greatness. Purpose also shapes the chosen one's ability to deal with failure. Failure is inevitable, but it is also one of the most important parts of the journey. Many people fear failure because they see it as a reflection of their worth or abilities. However, the chosen ones view failure differently. They understand that failure is simply a lesson in the process of growth. They see it as an opportunity to learn, to improve, and to refine their approach. Because their purpose is bigger than any single failure, they are not discouraged by setbacks. They know that failure is not the end of the road, but merely a part of the journey. This mindset allows them to keep going, no matter how many times they fall. They embrace failure because they know it will ultimately bring them closer to their purpose. Another key aspect of purpose is that it gives the chosen ones the ability to see beyond their immediate circumstances. While others may be caught up in the day-to-day struggles and challenges of life, the chosen ones are able to maintain a long-term perspective. They understand that everything they are going through is part of the process of becoming who they are meant to be. They are able to keep their eyes on the bigger picture and not get lost in the temporary struggles they face. This long-term vision allows them to stay motivated and focused, even in the face of adversity. They know that the struggles they face today are preparing them for the success and impact they will have in the future. Purpose also brings a sense of discipline. When you are driven by a mission greater than yourself, you are able to make the sacrifices necessary to achieve your goals. The chosen ones are not interested in shortcuts or taking the easy route. They understand that true success requires hard work, dedication, and discipline. They are willing to put in the time and effort day after day to get where they need to go. This discipline is what sets them apart from those who are only interested in quick fixes or immediate rewards. The chosen ones know that success is not about the destination, but about the journey, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to stay on track. Finally, the chosen ones recognize that their purpose is a gift. It is not something to be taken lightly or wasted. They know that they have been given the opportunity to make a difference, and they take that responsibility seriously. This sense of gratitude for their purpose fuels their actions and drives them to give their best every single day. They know that their purpose is not just for their own benefit, but for the benefit of the world around them. This deep understanding of their purpose gives their life meaning and direction, and it fuels their drive to keep going no matter what challenges they face.